Have you heard the story of the smart refrigerator that placed 150 pizza orders? No, this is a genuine story about the benefits and dangers of smart devices, not the beginning of a stupid joke. Imagine yourself at home, going about your day when all of a sudden the doorbell rings. When you open the door, the pizza delivery man is standing there with stacks of pepperoni pizzas in his arms. You say to yourself, "That's strange, I don't remember ordering pizza." You didn't, but your smart refrigerator did. Welcome to the amazing world of smart gadgets, where your vacuum cleaner can give you reminders, your fridge can place food orders, and more. Let's just say that it's capable of more than just cleaning. It appears like there is a smart gadget for almost anything these days. Smart devices are permeating every aspect of our lives, from heart rate monitors on watches to speakers that can play your favorite music and light bulbs that can turn off on their own. However, despite their convenience, smart gadgets have a unique set of features. Similar to our pal the fridge that orders pizza. It turns out that a software glitch caused the refrigerator to place a large order with a local pizzeria. Oh, what a cheesy situation! Now, don't misunderstand us. Our purpose is not to criticize smart devices. On the contrary, we find them fascinating. It is actually amazing how well they can keep us connected, make activities easier, and even entertain us. But like everything, there are drawbacks too. But what happens if these gadgets turn out not to be as clever as we thought? When kids begin making decisions without our permission, what happens? We're here to investigate it today. We'll go into the realm of smart gadgets and focus on one in particular that you should definitely avoid. We're going to burst your bubble, so I hope you're not too attached to your smart devices. Smart devices are like that one uncle who tells great stories at family gatherings, but you wouldn't trust him with your car keys. They're interesting, astute, and maybe a little too smart for their own good. Still, we adore them so much. Let's look at the advantages. Having a personal assistant, librarian, cook, and weatherman all in one is what smart gadgets are like. Are you curious about the weather in Timbuktu completed? Are you looking for a high-protein, low-carb, vegan, gluten-free muffin recipe? Sorted. Do you need a reminder to give your plants water? You're covered by your smart gadget. They're not just useful though, they also have a talent for amusement. Stuck inside on a rainy Sunday afternoon? Maybe a new mystery book or a list of highly regarded films can be recommended by your smart gadget. Or perhaps you'd want to pick up a new language. Would you like some Swahili? Everything is at your fingertips, or more accurately, in your voice. Let's flip the coin now. It's true that smart devices may be a little obtrusive. They never stop observing and listening. They are aware of your shoe size, preferred color, and your hidden passion for cheesy 80s pop music. They are aware of your presence and absence from home, as well as what you ate for breakfast. It's similar to having an inquisitive neighbor that you voluntarily let inside your house. And the reliance comes next. We may have forgotten how to take care of ourselves since we've grown so dependent on these gadgets to take care of everything for us. Imagine losing your sense of direction from depending too much on Google Maps, or forgetting how to boil an egg because Alexa has been doing it for you. But despite their quirks and absurdities, we can't deny the convenience and novelty they bring to our lives. It's a love-hate relationship, like peanut butter and jelly, or socks and sandals. So we love them, we hate them, and we can't imagine life without them. But there's one smart device that might just cross the line. We can't dispute the convenience and novelty they provide to our lives, despite their peculiarities and absurdities. Like peanut butter and jelly or socks with sandals, it's a love-hate relationship. Thus, we have mixed feelings about them, we detest them, we adore them, and we can't fathom living without them. However, there is one smart device that may be pushing the boundaries. Scene script. Drum roll, please. The worst smart device you should never own is the smart toilet. You heard correctly. The most needless and, to be honest, ridiculous equipment you could possibly add to your house is the smart toilet, a device that claims to change even the most private of times. You may be asking yourself, what's the big deal about a toilet that can play music, warm your seat, and even check your waist for health problems? All right, let's start by discussing privacy. Do we really want to add our toilet habits to the list of things that may possibly be hacked in an era where data breaches are as prevalent as colds? It's terrifying to consider that your bathroom information may fall into the wrong hands, not to mention the possibility of problems. Everybody has been frustrated by a smartphone freezing or a computer catastrophe. Imagine it occurring mid-flush now. It's not a very lovely image, is it? We have existed as a society for thousands of years without sophisticated toilets. Is it really necessary to add the possibility of technological malfunctions to this straightforward yet crucial aspect of our existence? The complete ridiculousness of the smart toilet, however, may be the strongest argument against it. Are smart toilets really necessary? Isn't it sufficient for them to just, flush? The smart toilet doesn't seem to be a true advancement in our lives. Rather, it seems to be technology for its own sake. And there's the price. It costs money. The smart toilet is an expensive purchase that may cost thousands of dollars for something that, let's be honest, will only be utilized for very simple activities. So maybe pass on the smart toilet the next time you're thinking about remodeling your bathroom. Your dignity will appreciate it, I promise. You're sitting on your smart toilet, minding your own business, when all of a sudden, imagine yourself going about your morning routine, enjoying a cup of tea while sitting atop your smart toilet, when all of a sudden the seat begins to heat up. You jump out of surprise and spill your Earl Grey all over your brand new pajamas. See, your smart toilet mistook your cozy morning sit down for a request to fry your behind at 300 degrees, or consider this. You're in a deep sleep dreaming about margaritas and sandy beaches in the middle of the night. You're startled out of sleep by an unexpected orchestral symphony emanating from your bathroom. In its infinite wisdom, your smart toilet decided it was time for a midnight serenade, turning up the volume to 11. Not to be overlooked is the voice-activated flush function. You're hosting a great dinner party and entertaining guests. Just a few steps from the dining room, your smart toilet decides to mistake your conversation about the weather as an order to flush as dessert is being served. The sound effects that follow give your chocolate mousse a whole new level of flavor. Or is it just a quiet Sunday afternoon? You're perched on your elegant throne, completely immersed in your favorite novel. Abruptly, the toilet decides to start cleaning itself, spraying you with a mild mix of water and cleaning agent, an unexpected encounter with the bidet, as it were. Finally, picture the day your smart toilet misheard you telling your dog to go get the paper and decided to purchase a truckload of it in an attempt to be too helpful. Therefore, you might want to give that smart toilet another thought if you value your privacy when doing your thing. Who wants to bargain with a porcelain throne that can think for itself, after all? But don't just believe what I say. Listen on as a few of our viewers share their own experiences with smart gadgets. Let's start with a charming story from Simon in Manchester. He eagerly purchased a smart toilet only to discover that it was self-governing. It appears that the toilet had a special fondness for the middle of the night, frequently choosing to flush itself on its own, which scared Simon half to death. He stated, "It was like having a poltergeist in the bathroom." Next up was Jane from Sacramento, who had a very funny story. She found herself embroiled in a clever game with the bidet function on her smart toilet. The toilet seemed to consider her attempts to turn it off as a challenge and would spray even more vigorously. Jane's advice: you should never attempt to trick a smart toilet. You're going to lose. Not to be forgotten is Sydney's Dave. One day he returned home to discover that while he was gone, his smart toilet had overflowed. It was an epic-scale aquatic tragedy. What does Dave think about it? "I came home expecting to relax, not to find an indoor swimming pool in my bathroom." Claire from Dublin even shared a story with us about her attempt to spend a quiet Sunday morning. She was shocked, to say the least, when heavy metal music began to blast from her smart toilet. Claire's sage advice? Surprise concerts and smart bathrooms don't mix. Not at 7 in the morning in particular. And finally, a tale from Raj in Mumbai. He was surprised to find himself very hot when the heated seat feature on his smart toilet malfunctioned. Raj's remark: "It's like being seated on a hot plate. It's hardly the ideal way to begin the day." So as you can see, it's not just me who thinks the smart toilet is a step too far. So are we doomed to a future where rogue smart devices turn our lives into living sitcom episodes? Not always. To put it mildly, the future of smart devices is bright. Technology is about to usher in a period of increased convenience, efficiency in our homes, and global connectivity. However, as we've seen, not every smart device is made equally. Certain products have amazing advantages, while others, well, let's just say you're more likely to see them in a comedy sketch than a tech review. Consider the possible advantages. Imagine a day in the future when your automobile can drive itself to the mechanic for a tune-up, or when your fridge can order food when you're running low. Imagine living in a house that changes its lighting, temperature, and even ambience according to how you're feeling. These concepts are not implausible. These are the actual possibilities that smart devices purport to provide. However, enormous power also entails considerable responsibility. That is to say, with great power comes great responsibility. We need to be discerning even as we welcome this connected future. It is imperative that we select devices that enhance rather than merely complicate our lives. Not only does the cool factor matter, but we also need to take these products' utility, practicality, and security into account. A smart toaster that isn't able to create toast is essentially simply an expensive paperweight. Convenience is not as important as security when it comes to easily hackable smart locks. Without a doubt, the future of smart devices is fascinating. However, it is also rife with possible hazards. We can deal with this by being astute buyers, holding manufacturers accountable, and maintaining our sense of humor throughout. Because let's be honest, there are moments when it may be quite difficult to distinguish between smart and silly. As we go into this exciting new era, let us keep in mind to utilize the greatest technological advancements available and toss the less desirable ones back on the shelf. After all, a device is only as smart as the person using it. Remember, just because it's smart doesn't mean it's not stupid. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more exciting videos. Thank you so much for watching.